Hey Lunch Bunch, welcome back to my channel. It has definitely been a while, at least by the time you guys watch this. It'll have been like after my 2-week break, which I am quite enjoying. I didn't do any filming at all last week. This week is starting Tuesday. Yesterday was Memorial Day, and so I'm starting to film again, but I'm still going to take, this week and next week off to just relax, get my life in order, which is greatly needed. Clearly, I haven't situated this mess. It's just like turned into a giant catch-all. But anyway, what you're here for is the mukbang for today. And today I'm having Culver's. This was a video request by one of my subscribers and one of my friends here on YouTube. Her name is Desiree Calloway. Her channel is all things Japanese and Korean beauty. She also does really awesome travel vlogs when she goes back to Japan to visit her family every year. So I'll leave a channel link to her down below. Definitely go check her out. I love her channel. I definitely like watching her. So I thought today it would be fun to do the Never Have I Ever tag while eating Culver. So let's go ahead and get into everything I got Culver's wise. Also, excuse my face today. I didn't do makeup, okay? Like mascara and brows, but like the mascara I've been using, it's from Benefit, their Real Brow. I don't know if I like it. I don't feel like it does a whole lot for my eyes. So I don't even know if you can tell that that's on. Plus it's having a lot of like transfer, like anytime I sweat, and it's like summer. It is hot out. We skipped spring. Spring just didn't show up. We went from like 48-degree weather to like 75 to 80-degree weather to now we're like 96. Okay, like spring just didn't happen here. She never showed. So I got myself a Sprite, and I was hungry today, so I ordered a little more food than I normally would. So let's see. We've got an order of onion rings. Hopefully those are good. I'm picky with my onion rings, but they looked really good on the menu. Then I got their shrimp. I also got an order of their, what do you call it? Pretzel bites with cheese. It looked really good. So we're going to put everything on the plates. I'm going to stage everything nicely so I can get a good thumbnail. So here's the pretzel bites. Oh, those look so yummy. And then we've got the shrimp. It's a 6-piece shrimp basket. These guys might not make it in the thumbnail, but that is okay. Oh, and it comes with cocktail sauce. That's nice. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about cocktail sauce, but okay, so break this guy open. Y'all know I'm weird with my onion rings. I don't like to eat the onions. I just like to eat the batter, so. Do you guys like watching me pose for my thumbnail? Or is it awkward and weird? If you want me to cut this part out, let me know and I won't include it next time. That's so good and so crunchy. Oh my goodness. You guys hear how crunchy this is? Yum! Okay. Something in there should work for a thumbnail. Let's get into these Never Have I Ever questions. So, these are supposed to be the, like, naughty Never Have I Ever questions. We'll see how they go. This one says, never have I ever been in love with a family member. No, I have never had an interest in my family members. Never have I ever done it outside. Yeah, I've done it outside. I've done it outside a few times. Next one. Never have I ever had sex in the back of a pickup. Guilty, yes I have. I don't typically talk too much about my sex life, and especially sex life with past boyfriends, but when I was in high school and I was 18, okay, so I wasn't like underage, I was 18 when I first started having sex, but he knew of like this abandoned spot out in like the middle of the country, and it was so pretty, and we used to take a pickup truck and throw a mattress in the back of it, and we'd go out to like this abandoned fields and do our thing. It was quite romantic. At least, for an 18-year-old. I don't know, I thought it was nice. Yeah. Anyway. Mmm. This is so good. When I pulled up to Culver's, like, I could not decide what I wanted. I never think about eating there. Like, I never think about it. Plus, it's, like, on the opposite side of town. But, like, I had to donate plasma today, and that's on the opposite side of town. So, like, I was there anyways. So, went ahead and went through Culver's. Plus, like I said, it was a requested video. If you guys ever want to request, like, a mukbang, definitely feel free. And I just might do it. Never have I ever fooled around in a sibling's room. Nope, never have, because I don't have siblings. And actually, I'll take that back. My last boyfriend I had before meeting my husband, his sister had her own house, and she had a spare bedroom. And my then boyfriend and I used to go hook up there, so is that technically what you're asking? I mean, technically it was her room. With her spare bedroom, but yeah. We used to hook up there. Never have I ever been walked in on by my parents. My mom walked in. Just drop that on the floor. My mom walked in one time. I was 19, I think. I might have still been 18. I was 18 or 19. Different boyfriend. And we were having sex in my bedroom. My parents were not home. Didn't think my parents would be home for a while because they both had work. Surprise! Mom got off work early. And I heard what sounded like my mom's car. And so we stopped what we were doing. And, like, my boyfriend stayed in my bedroom. And I ran towards the front of the house to see if it was my mom. And it was. And I did not have enough time to make it back to my bedroom before she opened the door. And I was butt-ass naked. So I, like, jumped into the little office that my parents have and shut the door. And my mom comes, you know, walking down the hallway. And I was like, hey, Mom. And she's like, what? She's like, why are you in there? Why do you have clothes on? And she's like, where's your boyfriend? Because, like, she's seen his cars up front. And I was like, yeah, we don't have clothes on. Can you, like, you know, give us a moment? And, like, it took her a minute to figure out what was going on. She's like, why don't you guys have clothes on? I love my mom. She's so innocent. That or she wanted to be in denial. I don't know. But I was like, yeah, don't go back to my bedroom. So, that happened one time. Oh. And then she told my dad when he got home. And my dad was, like, really mad. Until he found out we were doing it back in my bedroom and we weren't doing it on the couch. And then he was like, oh, where's your boyfriend? Does he want to go out for steak? I was like, oh my god. Only my dad. But my mom was the one who was, you know, more like, don't have sex after you're married. My dad, on the other hand, was like, just use protection. Like, he didn't really care. Never have I ever had sex in a sleeping bag. No. I don't think I've ever done it in a sleeping bag. That seems really uncomfortable, like, honestly. Like, even when my husband and I have gone camping and we've, like, had a blow-up mattress, like, we've not even done it there. It just doesn't seem very comfortable. Never have I ever had the infamous lights on, lights off arguments. I don't think so. I like straight up don't care. Lights on, lights off. don't matter to me. The first guy I ever dated, not first guy. He was a guy that we used to go out with the pickup truck. He had this really neat setup in his bedroom, like under his bed, kind of. That was, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but they're lights that are supposed to like go underneath the underbelly of a car, so like they light up the pavement. And he had them under his bed, and they like strobed according to the music, and so we like to do it with those lights on. I don't know. At 18 it was pretty cool. Is that weird? Never have I ever rented a porno. Why would I pay for one when you can get them for free? So no, I've never rented one. Never have I ever had an STD. This is the one I wasn't looking forward to. Yeah. Yeah. Last boyfriend couldn't keep his dick in his pants. I got an STD because of it. I feel like that deserves a whole story in and of itself. A lot of lessons to be learned from that one. But long story short, I was faithful. He was not. He got an STD. So I got an STD. It was human papillomavirus, HPV. I had the shot for it, but the shot only prevents against 4 strands. It prevents against the 2 strands most likely to give you genital warts, and the 2 strands most likely to cause cervical cancer. I contracted one of the high-risk strands, and since I never developed genital warts, I had to go in for testing like every 6 months. I feel like information on HPV has changed so much over the years from when I first got it back in like 2010 to when I tested negative for it back in 2015. But at first, they had me coming in every 6 months for a checkup just to make sure I wasn't developing anything, and they'd like do like an internal exam and an external exam, and so I never developed genital warts, thank goodness, maybe. But that meant that I have the strand most likely to cause cervical cancer. My doctor always told me, you know, don't worry about it, it's likely not to happen until you're like 35. And I was like, well, I plan on being 35 someday, you know, so like, kind of worried about it. But when I got pregnant with my son, you know, you have to get like all the blood work done, and I tested negative for it. Now that doesn't necessarily mean that it's gone. It could just be dormant and it could come back. Or it could mean that my body finally fought it off and it's gone. It's kind of like, and that's what I was told by my doctor. I've heard so many different things. Like anytime I say this is what my doctor told me, I have like 5 other people telling me, well, that's wrong because this is what my doctor told me. And it's like, I don't know. So as of 2005, I no longer have it anymore, and or it's dormant in my body, and nobody seems worried about it. So yeah, I did have an STD. And the crazy thing is, once you get an STD, it's like everybody comes out of the woodwork and they're like, I had an STD or I have an STD. It's like you just joined the club, you know? There's such a stigma about having STDs when nobody wants to talk about it. And then when you open up and say you have it, everybody who has it wants to come and tell you about it. Never have I ever had sex against a washing machine. My husband and I have tried, but we have quite the height difference, so that kind of makes things difficult when it comes to standing against things. So we've attempted, and I think we've failed. I don't think we've ever, like, actually been able to do it. Never have I ever taken the morning after pill. Nope, I've never taken it. There was one time when I thought I would need it, and it was with that one boyfriend in high school. The one with the pickup truck. Because the condom came off while we were doing it. Let me tell you, that was scary and stressful, because I did not want no babies at that time. But I didn't end up taking the pill, because at the time, you're talking like 2008, 2007, no, it'd been 2008, because I didn't start having sex with him until I was 18. I started dating him when I was 17, but I was almost 18. And so, at that time, like, you had to have parent permission, or you had to have, like, I think, like, a prescription from a doctor. Or you had to be, like, an adult. That's what it is. Well, I wasn't an adult. Maybe I was 17. I thought I was 18 when I started having sex. Maybe I was 17. Anyway, I didn't end up getting the, or maybe it's because you had at the time, maybe you had to have like a prescription from a doctor, and I didn't want my parents to find out I went to the doctor. I don't remember. All I remember is feeling like I should have got it, and I was scared to go get it. So, no, I've never taken one. Never have I ever had phone sex. Yeah, who hasn't had phone sex in this day and age? Like, pretty much everybody, I think. Never have I ever had sex on the beach. Nope. We don't really have beaches around here. Not really an option. But I didn't have sex, but I fooled around in a creek bed one time. Talk about a muddy experience. Never have I ever done the mad search for clothes when someone knocked on the door. Yeah. Did that. Again, that reverts back to when my mom got home and never have I ever had sex in the dressing room. Back to that boyfriend with the truck. We tried to one time, but we got caught and got kicked out before anything like really went too far. So, never actually had sex, just more like a makeout section. Never have I ever done the walk of shame. I don't know if that's necessarily what you want to call it. I mean, the closest thing I think you might compare that to would be the boyfriend I had before meeting my husband. Because him and I would hook up sometimes, and then I'd go home. But the whole relationship was pretty shameful. Never have I ever had sex with more than one person at the same time. No, I've never had like a threesome or anything like that. Never have I ever lost my virginity in a place other than a bedroom. Yeah, I was in a bedroom. Never have I ever done it on my period. Yes. Let's just say my husband has his red wings. Is that even a term anybody uses anymore? I'm trying to get these onions off my plate. Let's try these pretzel bites. I feel like these questions are so raunchy. Like, I feel like either everybody's gonna like really like this video, or like everybody's gonna be exiting out of it. Never have I ever been fooling around with someone and had a cop stop and ask if everything is all right. Not a cop, but that place that me and that boyfriend used to go out to in the country. Yeah, one time the owner came by and we were fooling around. We didn't like have our clothes off yet, but we were like heading in that direction, and they stopped by like to check on the place or whatever. And they're like, someone called and told us somebody pulled back here. But they realized there were a couple of kids, 18. And it was a guy, and I think he kind of knew what was going on and kind of didn't care. Like, once he knew we weren't back there, like, vandalizing the place, he just left and was like, You guys enjoy the view. Never have I ever called somebody the wrong name when doing it. No, I've never had that problem. I don't know how people do have that problem. Never have I ever stopped kissing or having sex with someone to ask them what their name is again. I've never had that problem either. I've always known the person I'm doing it with. Never have I ever done it on the kitchen counter. Again, my husband and I have the height differences. We've attempted. I don't think we've ever had it actually work out. The problem is he's so tall, he has to be in like a squatting position the entire time, which is not very comfortable. Never have I ever had a crush on a friend's mom or dad. No, I've never had a crush on someone's parent. That was my friend. No. This cheese is really good. It's like a Wisconsin cheddar. Never have I ever had sex on the first date. No. Never done that. Let me see. I'm skipping those two because they're way too personal. Never have I ever screwed around in an elevator. No, I'm pretty freaked out by elevators. They kind of scare me. It's really just been since I had my son that I've started trying to get over my fear of elevators, because he's not getting any lighter. And so taking the elevator is like the best option, you know? And you gotta carry around a 20-pound kid. But I've never messed around in an elevator. Never have I ever watched animal pornography. Okay. This is going to sound so weird, and I'll link it below because it's a YouTube video. But have you guys ever watched turtles having sex? It is the funniest thing ever. Oh my god. Like, I will leave a link to it below. This sounds so weird. This makes me sound so crazy. I don't get off to this, okay? It's not something that I'm, like, fetishing over. I'm like, this is freaking hilarious. Like, my husband and I will watch it sometimes and just laugh because it's hilarious. But there's this one video of a tortoise, having sex with somebody's shoe. It's a croc. And the sounds this tortoise is making, they're hilarious. Oh my god. If you've not watched turtle sex, it is laugh your ass off funny. It is hilarious. So, I guess I've watched it, but it's not like it tickles my fancy. It's just funny. Never have I ever kissed someone of the same sex. Yeah, I've made out with girls before. I've never done anything below the belt with a girl, but I've made out with girls. Never have I ever slept in a bed with the opposite sex. My husband and I have separate beds. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, every single night I sleep with a man. Never have I ever been fooling around in a car and honked the horn. Yes, that has happened with my ass. I've honked the car horn with my ass before. It has happened. Prom night senior year, boyfriend and I had sex next to the Geek Squad in the Best Buy parking lot. Good times. So that is it for today's video. Hopefully it wasn't too raunchy and you guys did enjoy, maybe got a chuckle. Let me know if you guys want to answer any of the never have I ever questions down below. A whole list of these questions will be in the comment section, or maybe I should say the description box. There we go. In case you guys want to film this video yourself. Otherwise, again, I hope you really did enjoy. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.